Each morning offers you a secret doorway, not to the noise, but to yourself. As the Buddha said, what lives in your heart you magnetize. What exists in your mind you bring forth. Yet most people wake up only to fall back asleep. Not in bed, but in life, perpetually browsing, thinking thoughts that aren't even theirs, chasing a reality that leaves them exhausted. But what if your morning became your power? What if the first thing you said to yourself could shape your entire day? Your mood, your peace, your focus, your life. In this video, you'll discover 5 powerful truths to tell yourself every single morning, rooted in Buddhist principles, emotional peace, and authentic inner evolution. 1. I am not my thoughts. I'm the peace that holds them. Every morning the world rushes in before the sun fully rises. Thoughts start before our eyes even open. Yesterday's unfinished business, today's obligations, tomorrow's unknowns. And most people suffer before they've even left the bed, not from pain in the body, but from the noise in the mind. A soundless storm rises in our consciousness, and it steals our peace silently. But the first truth you must tell yourself each morning is this: I am not my thoughts. I'm the stillness that witnesses them. It sounds simple, but it holds the power to shift your entire day. In Buddhist teachings, the mind is like a restless monkey leaping between branches, never still. But beyond the monkey's chaos is the sky, vast, silent, undisturbed. That sky is your true self. The mind thinks, judges, predicts, reacts. But you are the one who observes. When you begin the day by identifying with your thoughts, you tie your soul to their fluctuations. If your thoughts are anxious, you feel anxious. If they're self-critical, you carry shame. But none of that is you. You are the space that holds the thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. This is why most people suffer before breakfast. They never pause to notice. They wake up already, inside their mind, already believing the morning narrative. Without knowing it, they let their mind speak first and their spirit second. But a mindful morning is built by reversing that. Let your spirit speak first. Tell yourself, I am not these thoughts. I am the silent presence observing their passage. This truth changes everything. Because once you create that space, just a moment of awareness, you're no longer trapped in the storm. You are sitting beside it calmly, like a wise soul resting under ancient branches, unmoved by the wind. When you observe instead of react, you give yourself the gift of choice. You are not the voice in your head. You are the awareness that hears it. And the more you rest in that silence, the more power you reclaim. So tomorrow morning, before the world has a chance to enter your mind, pause. Sit quietly on your bed's edge, close your eyes, breathe in and speak this quietly to your heart. I am not my thoughts. I'm the quiet awareness within. 2, everything I need already lives inside me. In the early hours, when the light is still soft and the world is just beginning to stir, a gentle lie appears. A quiet lie that whispers, you fall short. It arrives before your feet touch the ground. A thought that says you must become more, achieve more, prove more. And in that moment you begin to chase. But before the first step of the day is taken, remember this truth. Everything I need already exists within me. Buddhism teaches that suffering begins the moment we believe something outside us will complete us. The moment we forget our wholeness, we start grasping at victory, endorsement, relationships, verification. It becomes a loop. We run toward things thinking they'll fill an inner emptiness, only to find that the more we run, the more distant peace becomes. Because peace cannot be found in things, it is already there like tranquil water beneath moving waves. In the morning, this illusion of lack is strongest. It's in scrolling through others' curated lives, in the mental checklist of all you haven't done yet, in the comparison, the self-doubt, the rush to be more. But when you pause and speak to yourself, everything I need is already here, you break the spell. You return to sufficiency, not the sufficiency of ego, but the knowing of soul. Imagine a seed. From the outside, it looks small, insignificant, but within it lies the potential of an entire forest. You are that seed. And yet most people forget. They seek light outside, without realizing the sun also rises within them. When you're rooted in your own enoughness, you walk through the world not as a seeker but a provider. You don't chase love, you embody it. You don't seek worth, you express it. So each morning, before the noise begins, return to this truth. Rest your hand over your heart. Close your eyes. Breathe gently and remind yourself, everything I need is already inside me. 3. No outside force has the ability to disturb my peace. A calm strength exists within your being, a strength not born from force, but from stillness. Each morning the world begins to stir with chaos, noise, demands, expectations. Some will come with anger, some with judgment. And without awareness you absorb it. But here is a truth that can change your entire day. Nothing external holds power over my peace. You are not a vessel designed to absorb others' emotions. You are a mirror meant to reflect without attachment. In Buddhism, we learn that suffering often comes not from what happens, but from how we carry what happens. The moment you internalize another person's chaos, you lose your own center. To live with calm in a chaotic world is not weakness, it is mastery. Spiritual detachment is not a closing of the heart, but an opening of awareness. It is loving while staying whole, assisting without grasping, hearing without internalizing. Imagine a tranquil, motionless lake. Stones may be thrown, winds may blow, but the depths remain undisturbed. This is the practice, to let the world touch the surface, but never shake your foundation. You are not responsible for the weather of other people's minds. Their anger is not yours. Their fear is not yours. What defines you is how you return to yourself after being pulled. Each morning you get to choose, will you take on the world's heaviness or flow through it with stable tranquility? Say to yourself gently, no external force can shake my inner peace. 4. Today I embrace presence instead of pressure. Most people wake up already running, not with their feet but with their mind. The pressure begins before the eyes fully open. Jobs to do, replies to send, accountabilities gathered like regiments outside your room. This is the truth to carry into the start of each day. Today, I pick being present over feeling pressured. When you rush your morning, you rush your life. You start the day not as a mindful being, but as a machine, reacting, hurrying, checking, chasing. Before you've taken your second breath, the day is already in control of you. But Buddhism reminds us to return. Return to your breath. Return to this moment, because this moment is the only place where life truly lives. The Buddha once said, "The problem is believing you have endless time. We often live as if life awaits us at a distant destination, after the inbox is cleared, after the meeting ends. But life doesn't begin when the to-do list is done. Life is happening now, in each inhalation, each exhalation, in a still moment, drinking tea, in light gently heating your skin. Pressure is often just a fabrication appearing as essential. It convinces us that speed is vital, that juggling tasks is admirable. But pressure only pulls us away. It disconnects us from the softness of the present. Presence is your true home. It asks for nothing but your attention. No show, no flawlessness, just your willingness to show up fully to what's here. So when the morning arrives, don't begin with your to-do list. Begin with an inhale, a moment of stillness, a palm over your chest. Speak to yourself with kindness. Today I choose presence over pressure. 5. I am releasing so life can stream forward. Each morning, gives you a quiet choice to hold tight or to release. Most of us, without noticing, start the day already clinging to agendas, to anticipations, to our picture of how events should play out. But here's a truth that can gently set you free. I am releasing so existence can flow. Attachment is a subtle type of confinement. You may not see the bars, but you feel the weight, the drive to orchestrate the terror of alteration. Buddhism teaches that suffering begins where attachment takes root. The moment you say, "This should definitely take place," you invite fear. But life, like a river, was never meant to be forced. It was meant to be followed. Your plans matter, but they're not meant to become chains. When you clutch at destinations too desperately, you block what's trying to unfold. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means joining the river's path, believing in wisdom larger than yours. The bamboo flexes in the wind, not because it's weak, but because it knows how to stay standing. In that surrender, you don't lose your strength. You discover it. So speak softly to your soul as the day begins. I relinquish the compulsion to orchestrate. I release how I imagine things. I trust life to lead. The more you loosen your grip, the more your life begins to flow, like breathing, like rivers, like moments passing. You move with life instead of struggling against it. As the Zen teaching says, when the mind settles, truth reveals itself. Begin each day by connecting with your inner self and watch your surroundings manifest your inner tranquility.